Revealing the surprising effects of alcohol on your muscle gain, I'll tell you up front that number 2 is the most surprising of all. And you need to know it right now before it's too late, and it ends up destroying your muscles. Number 12. Decreased protein synthesis. Have you ever wondered how alcohol could be impacting your muscle gain efforts? If you're serious about your fitness journey, aiming to improve strength, muscle definition, and performance, alcohol consumption might be working against you in ways you can't even imagine. Many people ignore the effects of alcohol on the body, believing that an occasional drink here and there doesn't make a difference. However, for those committed to seeing real results in the gym, understanding the impact alcohol has on muscles can be a real game changer. Let's get straight to the point. Alcohol has a direct negative impact on protein synthesis. Protein synthesis is the crucial process by which your muscles repair and grow after a workout. When you're exercising, especially in resistance training like weightlifting or functional exercises, you're causing small tears in your body's muscle tissue. This muscle damage is necessary for growth because it's during the repair process that muscles increase in size and strength. Now, here's the problem. Alcohol interferes with this vital process. Studies in the United States show that even small amounts of alcohol can reduce protein synthesis efficiency by up to 25% in your body. Think about that for a moment. All the effort you put into training, proper nutrition, and supplements can be undermined by one night of drinking. When you consume alcohol, your body prioritizes processing this substance instead of focusing on muscle recovery. This doesn't mean your muscles will stop growing completely, but the speed and efficiency of that growth will be impaired. Imagine it like a brake. Alcohol acts as a sort of slowdown factor that prevents your muscles from recovering and growing as effectively. For those who take muscle development seriously, every workout session counts, and any obstacle in that process can result in fewer gains than expected. Number 11. Increased cortisol levels. Another effect that alcohol has on your body, and more specifically on your muscles, is an increase in cortisol levels. Cortisol is the stress hormone, and in large amounts, it can be highly catabolic, meaning that instead of helping to build muscles, it breaks them down. Here's what happens. When you consume alcohol, your body responds by increasing cortisol levels. Cortisol, in turn, activates processes that encourage muscle breakdown. In other words, frequent alcohol consumption puts your body into a catabolic state, which not only hinders muscle growth, but can even cause the loss of muscle mass that you've worked so hard to build. For those aiming for hypertrophy, which is the increase in muscle size, this is bad news and can quickly destroy your muscles, as excess cortisol is a major obstacle for anyone trying to maintain or increase lean muscle mass. Additionally, cortisol affects your mood and energy levels, which can lower your motivation and performance in workouts. It's like you're fighting two enemies at the same time, alcohol and cortisol, and both are undermining your muscle gain efforts. So, avoid it. Before we continue, I'd like to ask you to subscribe to our channel, give this video a like, and share it with more people. Number 10. Reduced muscle blood flow. Here's an effect that might not be so obvious, but has a huge impact on your muscles. Alcohol reduces blood flow to the muscles, which directly interferes with the delivery of nutrients and oxygen. You may not think about it while drinking, but proper blood flow is vital for muscle performance. When your muscles don't receive enough nutrients like glucose, amino acids, and oxygen, your performance during a workout decreases significantly. This means you may feel tired more quickly, and your muscles won't have the energy needed to perform movements with the same intensity. This is a real problem because to grow and get stronger, you need to constantly challenge your muscles. Additionally, muscle recovery depends on good blood flow to transport essential nutrients that help with muscle repair. If alcohol is compromising blood flow, the recovery process becomes much slower. Imagine training hard, but not being able to recover properly. This leads to incomplete recovery and eventually to a plateau in your progress, where you no longer see any improvement. Number 9. Interference with sleep quality. A good night's sleep is, without a doubt, one of the most important components for muscle growth. And you've heard me talk about this here on the channel. That's right. During deep sleep, your body enters recovery mode, releasing hormones like growth hormone, which plays a crucial role in muscle regeneration. Sleep is the time when your body can finally rest and rebuild what was broken down during training. However, alcohol directly interferes with your sleep quality. While it may help you fall asleep faster, it compromises the REM sleep phase, the most important part of the sleep cycle, where most of the physical and mental recovery takes place. Moreover, REM sleep is essential for muscle recovery. Without it, your body simply cannot recover effectively. In addition, lack of deep sleep can lead to a range of other issues, such as chronic fatigue, lack of focus, and reduced ability to train intensely. The cumulative impact of this is huge. Without proper recovery, you won't see consistent progress in the gym. Your muscles need rest, and alcohol cuts this recovery ability at its roots. Number 8. Decreased testosterone. Now let's talk about testosterone, the crucial hormone for muscle development, especially for men, particularly if you're over 40 years old. This hormone is responsible for muscle growth, increased strength, and your body's regeneration. Without adequate levels of this hormone, the hypertrophy process becomes much more difficult. And guess what alcohol does? It significantly reduces testosterone levels in the body. Studies conducted in the United States with several men over 40 years old indicate that alcohol consumption can reduce testosterone levels by up to 30% in a short period. And for men over 40 who already face a natural decline in testosterone levels, alcohol can be an even more harmful factor. Low testosterone means your body can't repair muscles as efficiently, and consequently, you won't see the gains you could. And that's not all. Testosterone is also responsible for maintaining energy and libido, two factors that directly affect your overall well-being and your drive to train. For anyone trying to maximize muscle growth, maintaining adequate testosterone levels is essential. Number 7. Body fat storage. If you're working to build a defined and muscular physique, keep in mind that alcohol not only hinders muscle growth, but also contributes to fat accumulation. Alcohol is loaded with empty calories, meaning it adds calories to your day without providing any nutritional value. Furthermore, when you drink, your body prioritizes burning alcohol instead of burning fat. In other words, your body temporarily pauses fat metabolism to process alcohol. This can result in fat accumulation, especially in the abdominal area, where many people struggle to lose fat. And it doesn't stop there. Alcohol also affects your appetite. If you've ever had a few glasses of wine or beer, you've likely experienced the infamous hangover hunger the next day. This happens because alcohol affects the hormones that control appetite, making you eat more than necessary, often foods rich in calories and fat. For someone trying to maintain a defined body and increase muscle mass, frequent alcohol consumption can be a huge obstacle. Number 6. Reduced performance in workouts. If you've ever tried to work out after a night of drinking, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The feeling of tiredness, lack of focus, and reduced strength are some of the immediate effects alcohol can have on your physical performance. Alcohol impairs the body's ability to transport oxygen to the muscles, which affects your endurance during a workout. In addition, it compromises motor coordination and reflexes, increasing the risk of injury. All of this means that even if you are committed to your workouts, your performance won't be the same after consuming alcohol. But the impact goes beyond just a hangover. Studies show that alcohol can affect your performance for up to 48 hours after consumption, depending on the amount consumed. This means that even one drink over the weekend could be sabotaging your Monday workout. For anyone focused on maximizing results, every workout counts, and alcohol compromises your ability to train at your best. Number 5. Quick addiction. One of the most concerning things about alcohol is how it creates a cycle of long-term muscle destruction. For example, the negative impact of alcohol on sleep is one of the biggest culprits in this cycle. Imagine the following scenario. You go out with friends and have a few drinks. It may seem like alcohol helps you relax and fall asleep faster, but the sleep it provides is shallow and fragmented. The next day, you wake up feeling tired with reduced energy levels. This lack of sleep directly impacts your motivation to work out, and even if you go to the gym, you probably won't be able to train with the same intensity. Now, add to this the fact that alcohol compromises muscle regeneration, making it harder for your body to repair the damage caused by workouts. So, by training with less intensity and having impaired recovery, you start to enter a cycle where your muscle gains become stagnant or even regress. This cycle of poor sleep quality, low workout performance, and slow recovery can, in the long term, lead to demotivation. And as we know, consistency is key to any progress in the gym. When you're constantly battling the negative effects of alcohol, it becomes difficult to maintain consistency, which can lead to frustration and, eventually, giving up on your goals. Number 4. Affects your mindset. Alcohol doesn't just affect your body physically, but it also messes with your mindset. A frequently overlooked factor is how it influences your discipline and focus. After a night of drinking, it's common to wake up the next day with less energy, less focus, and less drive to stick to your healthy habits, whether it's your diet or your workout routine. This directly affects your ability to maintain consistency, something essential for anyone looking to achieve long-term results. Additionally, alcohol affects the neurotransmitters in the brain, including those responsible for the feelings of reward and well-being. When you drink, your brain releases dopamine, creating a feeling of pleasure. This can lead to the desire to repeat the experience, which can turn into a harmful pattern, where you use alcohol as a way to escape from the stresses of daily life, or even from the pressure of workouts. In the long term, this cycle affects your ability to stay disciplined toward your fitness goals. Working out stops being a priority, and alcohol starts taking up a bigger space in your life, interfering with both your mindset and your results. Number 3. Interference with appetite hormones. Another point worth highlighting is how alcohol directly affects your appetite hormones. When you consume alcohol, it interferes with the production of leptin and ghrelin, two hormones that regulate hunger and satiety. Leptin is responsible for signaling to the brain that you are full, while ghrelin stimulates appetite. Alcohol suppresses leptin production and increases ghrelin levels, which explains why, after drinking, you feel that intense hunger, usually for foods high in fat and sugar. Additionally, alcohol intake inhibits the oxidation of lipids, fats, causing the body to store more fat than it burns. If you're in a cutting phase where the goal is to reduce body fat while preserving muscle mass, alcohol can completely destroy your progress. Combined with reduced fat burning and increased appetite, it's clear that alcohol is one of the worst enemies for anyone trying to get a defined physique. Number 2. Hampers post-workout recovery. Recovery is one of the pillars of muscle gain, and alcohol significantly interferes with this critical phase. Alcohol consumption can increase the time it takes for your body to recover from muscle injuries caused by workouts. This happens because alcohol not only reduces protein synthesis, but also increases inflammation in the body. Chronic inflammation is a state where your body is constantly in alert mode, which disrupts natural recovery processes. Normally, after an intense workout, the body initiates a temporary inflammatory process to aid in muscle repair. However, when alcohol enters the scene, it prolongs this inflammatory state, making recovery much slower and less efficient. If you've ever noticed that your muscles seem to take longer to recover after a night of drinking, now you know why. This prolonged recovery means you won't be able to train with the same intensity in the next session, which ultimately hinders your long-term progress. Number 1. Harms your bone density. It may seem like alcohol only affects muscles, but it also has a direct impact on bones. Studies show that frequent alcohol consumption can reduce bone density, which increases the risk of fractures and injuries. This is especially relevant for those who engage in intense physical activities and put a lot of strain on their bodies. When bones are weakened, there's a greater chance of injury, which can keep you out of the gym for long periods. And any athlete knows that time away from the gym means loss of muscle mass and strength. Therefore, beyond its muscle effects, alcohol puts bone health at risk, which can have serious consequences for your long-term training performance. Now, tell me, do you use alcohol and have you noticed any of these effects on your body or your muscle mass? Leave your comment on this video, give it a like, and keep watching the channel's videos. Thank you very much.